The curious object today comes from our collection here at Paignton Zoo. It's the stuffed specimen of an animal that is so strange and unusual that when scientists first examined one of these in the late 18th century, they thought it was a hoax, the result of various animal parts simply sewn together. It's about 40 centimetres long, with the body and fur of perhaps an otter, the webbed feet of a water bird, the flat tail of a beaver, and the bill of a duck that seems to fit quite awkwardly onto its head. Our curious object today is the taxidermied specimen of a platypus. You would normally find something like this in a cabinet in a museum, but we're lucky to have one here at Paignton Zoo. Out in the wild, platypuses can be found in and around the rivers of eastern Australia, and they have lots of adaptations for this semi-aquatic lifestyle. Their fur is waterproof and traps air to keep its body temperature stable, even in cold water. Big webbed feet propel the animal through the water, while its tail serves as a stabilizer during swimming. It also stores extra fat for energy. The bill is quite soft and rubbery, and it has thousands of special receptors on it that help the platypus navigate the murky river, and also to pick up the tiny movements of prey such as shellfish and insects. The platypus uses this bill like an underwater metal detector, sweeping it back and forth across the riverbed as it searches for food. But perhaps the most unusual thing about the platypus is that it lays eggs. Virtually every mammal in the world gives birth to live young, but the platypus is one of just 2 types of mammal that lay eggs instead. These eggs are rounder than birds' eggs and are quite soft and leathery, a bit like reptile eggs. We don't have platypuses here at Paignton Zoo, but we do have their closest relative, the echidna. Echidnas are covered in protective spines and they live on land, using a long sticky tongue to collect ants and termites. But just like the platypus, echidnas also lay eggs, and they have those same electro-sensors on their snouts, which they use to detect prey hidden beneath the ground. Our short-beaked echidna is called Bruce, and you can see him in his enclosure just outside the nocturnal house. In fact, Paignton Zoo is one of the very few places in the UK where you can see this amazing species. One final curiosity about the platypus: it is one of only a small handful of venomous mammals in the world. The male has spurs behind his rear ankles that are connected to venom glands. It's thought that the males use them to defend their mates and territory from rivals. This venom is strong enough to kill a dog, but it isn't fatal to humans, although it can cause excruciating pain and swelling. I hope you've enjoyed finding out about today's curious object. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our videos so you don't miss a single one. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.